Hi everyone, I hope this video finds you well and in joy and bliss and happiness. This is going to be the first of many to come readings collectively for water signs in this now moment. So that is going to be Cancer, Scorpios, and Pisces. So whether that's your sun sign, your moon sign, or your ascending or rising sign, or if it's just a sign placed anywhere else in your chart, please, take what resonates. If you're listening to this reading for a sign outside of your sun or your moon or rising, if it's for a different placement in your chart where, whether it's a planetary placement or a house placement, look into what that placement means and then go back and listen to this reading and see how that resonates for that aspect. So, if it's your Mercury is your planet of communication. So you're going to want to listen to this reading with, that question in your mind of how does this reading resonate to your communication skills or the way that you communicate and all of that good stuff, right? So with communication, written and verbal and non and physical, right? So I ask that my ego and my logical mind step down and away, and ask that my higher self come through to receive and discern this message. Spirit, what is it that our water signs need to know in this now moment? Thank you. So for me personally, my moon and my rising are both Cancer. So the way that I feel on the inside, the way that I feel about myself, the way that I feel, my emotions, and, are tied to that. So when going within and, how I feel about myself and perceive myself, that's what I want to listen to, the Cancer readings, and right? But it does not necessarily carry over to how I express myself outwardly, because my outward expression, my sun sign, is an earth sign, is Virgo. So that's what I mean, like taking into consideration. So let's start off here. We're starting off with the Hierophant. So this is an energy of being traditional, of being a spiritual leader, of being enlightened. I'm getting an energy with this. This is like, it's leader energy, not boss energy, because a boss dictates. A boss tells you what to do, okay? This is more of a leader energy. I keep hearing the word leader. So I'm feeling like, and what I'm hearing with that is like lead from your heart. We water signs, we're very emotional. We're very intuitive. We're so in touch with our emotions, and sometimes we're overwhelmed by our emotions. So with the Hierophant as well, like I'm getting this, like I'm seeing almost this, it's a traditional energy. It's like your emotions are controlled, and I can't help but, and they're like, look down. We've got the King of Cups showing in this reading as well. And the King of Cups, he's a Zen master, and he's a Zen master because he's can learn to control his emotions. His emotions don't control him. So what I'm feeling with this is about us, us water signs coming into an emotional balance. This is about taking that time to be still and know the emotions, and then allow them to flow through us, not overwhelm and control us. We control the emotions, and then we're leading from a heart and a calm, zenful place. So I'm feeling like we've got the Three of Pentacles here as well, which is like about collaboration and abundance and building together, and again with like a team. And so with the leader energy and the team energy coming out hand in hand, I'm getting this vibration and message and feeling like there's a lot of water signs right now that are being called to lead, whether that's a spiritual leader or a physical leader in your job, like as far as like a team leader, if you where you work at, or just leading with your heart and your emotions. And we water signs, once we get to King of Cups status and we have mastered and controlled our emotions and come into that Zen place, we lead by example, and we show others that it is good and healthy and quote unquote normal to feel these emotions, to allow those emotions to flow through and out of us, so that we maintain control of our emotions instead of them controlling us. And so if you're feeling like this pressure lately, and or starting to maybe become aware, I'm hearing like there's this shadow aspect, right? With the Moon card, again, this is a Cancer card, this is a water sign card, as well as the King of Cups is sometimes can be, is Scorpio, but the water signs, the cups, that's our water element suit. So we've got lots of water showing up here, reminding us to come out of the darkness and the shadows of those emotions and that intuition, let those fears go, because we're conditioned and programmed in this society to not express our emotions, to repress them. And when we repress them, that's when we go into shadow mode, and then we start behaving in ways that are not authentic to ourselves, right? So it's time for us to call judgment on that BS. I'm going to say it, call judgment on that BS and say, no, we are all emotional beings and we're all here. We chose to come here. We chose to have a human experience so we could experience these emotions. So we know what joy feels like, and love feels like, and hurt feels like, and pain feels like, sorrow and disappointment. We came here to experience the whole thing. So now I'm saying, let's step up together, water signs, and let's call judgment on that BS, okay? Let's start leading by example and showing people it is absolutely healthy and normal and good to feel emotions. So if you see something that's super sweet and moves you, touches you in your heart, brings tears to your eye, don't shut it down. Don't let your mind come in and say, stop it, somebody's going to think that you're weak or you're, some sort of less than because you're touched by this emotion, by this sweet thing that you've just seen happen. Okay, or if you see something sad or something that is painful and it makes you want to cry, do it. If you see something that moves you to laughter, laugh, okay? Express that emotion, let it flow. That's how we stay in fluid motion. It's all about the heart and the love for us, guys. We got the Two of Cups down here looking at me at the bottom of the deck. Okay, so this is very much a message for my water signs today to Zen. Become the controller of your emotions, okay? Get in that Zen space. Become the Zen master. Get still. Get quiet. Tap in and tune in to that intuition and those emotions, okay? And let them flow. Let them flow, and trust that there are others out there just like us, okay, that have the same heart, have the same emotions, that can allow themselves to flow and attract in that compatibility. And it comes from spirit. Like they're just like, look, we've got spirit here at the top of the caduceus coming in. Those emotions, that love, that fluidity, that comes from spirit. So how are we going to say it's wrong when it comes from the Creator itself, okay? Call in judgment on those fears and release them so that we can lead and start collaborating and building our soul tribe stronger, and retraining ourselves and teaching people that we can move forward with the Page of Swords here, move forward in truth and authenticity quickly, bringing in this new message of, you know what? It's good and it's healthy. Like, I want to make crying normal and healthy and acceptable. I want to see people crying all the time. And I don't mean crying in pain and sadness and sorrow. I mean crying in joy and movedness and touchness. I want to see somebody paying it forward, and the witness to that who sees that is moved to tears and allows themselves to have those tears flow. And that doesn't mean you have to be sobbing, but just let the emotions flow. We've got the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups underneath. If we allow that to happen, this is what's happening. Everybody's going to come into abundance and have emotional fulfillment. This is how we raise the vibration, my people, is we get into this heart space and we get excited and we share it, okay? And you know what? Stay hydrated. Drink your water, because if you're not hydrated, guess what? Those emotions can't flow because you're not wet enough. So drink your water, practice your meditations, pay attention to what's inside, and share and express those emotions, my loves. Thank you for allowing me to guide you and walk you home. Thank you for guiding and walking me home. Thank you for sharing in this experience with me and allowing me to share with you. I love each and every one of you. Follow me here on YouTube. Follow me on TikTok, follow me on Facebook, follow me on Instagram. I post messages all the time. If you want a personal, private reading, hit me up on any one of my social medias and we will make that happen. I love you, love you, love you, love you.